What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video here on CFL Central, CFL content for the fans, by the fans. Today, we're going to be going over our Week 3 previews for the CFL's 2022 season. Carter, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Doing good in every video.
How are you doing?
I
I'm doing
am
pretty good, man. You
energetic.
know what? I just try to make the most of my life when I can. I don't always succeed. I fail a lot. Fall
There
on
you
my
go.
face sometimes.
You come
No
for the
one needs
CFL
to know
content,
that.
but you stay for the life lessons from Carter Nolan,
Exactly.
ladies and gentlemen.
Try
But
not
yeah,
to fall on your face, but if it happens, then well,
here he goes.
you know,
Once you wind him up, you don't
expect
stop.
everyone to laugh.
This is going to go on for another hour after the call's over, guys. I swear to God, trust me.
No. Oh, it will.
Oh, it will. Fuck Kenobi. It's going to be listening to Carter talk about life for the next 3 hours.
Kenobi's
Okay, but
gonna give you life lessons.
nonetheless, welcome to Week 3 previews for the CFL's 2022 season. It's going to be a good week. There's some good matchups in here. Carter, I'm going to let you take it away for the first two previews. It's all on you. Spotlight's shining on you. Don't freeze up. Tell us about the Saskatchewan-Montreal game.
Why are you making me talk about Saskatchewan? Okay.
Because
Anyways,
I know how much you love them.
Well, you know what? Even though Saskatchewan is a bit, not very pleased with their performance last game, but well, hey, this is coming from Rider fans I was talking with. They still won though, as
Can't
Bomber
complain
fans
with
have
a
been
win.
saying this season, a win is a win, which I mean, that kind of sums up the way the Bombers have been playing
Exactly.
right now a bit.
I'll
But
take it.
I mean, we're talking about a matchup of Fajardo versus Trevor Harris, and Fajardo is leagues ahead of Harris. I mean, he is over is doubling Harris's yards. Harris 270 yards, cap. Fajardo 558. Need I say more? Need I say more?
Yeah.
Okay. Geno Lewis is solid. Okay. Shaq Evans. Sorry, Geno Lewis, you're doing good, but Shaq Evans has been. We've seen the Evans show, okay? And yeah, I don't know. I see a big fat question mark with these Alouettes. Now, I think if there's anything that could give them at least a bit of something to look forward to is maybe now that this is a home game that they play a little better because of that. We normally see teams step up at least a little bit in home games.
For sure. Unless, well.
However, it's one of those things where as much as I expect them to get some sort of boost from that, is that enough to beat Saskatchewan? I don't think so. I think Saskatchewan is in one of the runnings for one of the top spots in the league. I think they're hungry after losing twice to the Bombers last year. I had to bring that up, and I just did. But I don't see Montreal winning this. Even if a lot of things go their way, Saskatchewan being able to claw back out of a hole this past game, and I don't think that's going to be usual for them. We're talking about a team that's first in the West versus a team that's fourth in the East.
I'm just going to go on a limb.
And the West is always stronger in the East.
I'm just going to go out on a limb and say I think Montreal's going to win this game. I think Montreal's due for a win. And it has nothing to do with the Riders. It is not. I'd say this if they were going up against the Bombers. I've been riding with the Montreal for the last 2 weeks. They've been very good in games that they should have won. And I'm banking on Montreal. I'll probably put money on them again this week. A team
You're
like
banking
that.
on Montreal. What happened last time you banked on Montreal?
I lost because of a 21-yard hooked field goal, so I don't want to talk about that right now. But I like Montreal. I do. I don't know what it is about Montreal, but they've had a lot of fight in their games. Like, they had no reason being in that game last week, and they fought back. And same thing with Calgary. So I think a team that can fight back in back-to-back weeks against tough opponents, I think that they could fight back against a tough opponent in Saskatchewan. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say Montreal.
I think that'd be nice for Montreal, though, getting a win.
What about the next game, though? I want to know about the next game because the Bombers... Ladies and gentlemen, come on.
The whiteout. The Bombers are doing
It ain't gonna be a whiteout. It's gonna be a blue out. It's gonna be as blue as that Aviator Jets jersey right there. I'll tell you that much.
Let's see about that because they've actually been doing quite a bit more promoting than they normally have, which is saying something because we're talking about CFL here and CFL promoting.
Are you kidding me? There's CFL promoting all over my city, man. You can't look anywhere without seeing a Lions billboard or
well, yeah, that's because of your guys' owners. That's why, because you got a new owner with some ambitions, my friend. But I mean, I'm excited for this game. We got to see more improvement though, at least on the Bomber side of things, and definitely on the Ticats side of things. Ticats with a massive lead, blowing that last game. Yeah, I can't imagine them being happy about that. now facing Winnipeg again. 2 straight years losing the Grey Cup final. There's no way that Hamilton doesn't play with a chip on their shoulder. I think this game is going to be very close.
I'm going to say it goes to the Bombers. Just straight here. Continue, though. I'm just saying right now it's Bombers.
I think it goes to the Bombers as well. I do think the Bombers are going to improve as we've seen them kind of get back into their step.
Exactly.
Hamilton, we haven't seen as much of that. And Hamilton has lost a lot of key talent this offseason, and we haven't really seen them adjust to some of their other guys that need to step up.
Exactly.
A bit. Dana Evans has been okay.
This is going to be Winnipeg's coming out party.
In terms of the receiving core, as a core, I'm not convinced on it.
This is their this is the Bombers coming out party, in my opinion, without a doubt. Like, I'll bet anyone that says it. Like, you saw a terrible week 1 performance. Week 2, like you already said in the recap, dramatic improvement. And they still won both games, no matter what, even though they played bad in week 2.
Should be a very good Red Blacks
Exactly, a team that's going to be fighting for number 1 in the East. I think they win this game. I think this is the game where the Bombers are like, you think you're going to get it easy because we just struggled in the first 2 weeks? I think this is their coming out party.
I'll put it this way. If Winston Rose in the entirety of the defensive back core gets it together, Hamilton is screwed.
Yep,
because
I agree.
Because like I said, I'm not fully convinced on this receiving core, and the defensive backs have been a bit mediocre to bad this season so far for the Bombers. If the Bombers figure that out, that shuts down everything.
Yep.
That shuts down everything.
I know. I agree.
Has to offer. So I just
completely
don't see
agree.
I think the Bombers win this, but I think it's a bit closer than some may think.
I agree with that a lot, my friend, and I'm taking the Bombers in week 2 as well. I think it'll be close and entertaining, but I'm taking my Bombers. I think this is their coming out party. But yeah, I don't need further ado. Next game, the Saturday game, the first Saturday game, will be Edmonton versus Calgary, Battle of Alberta in the CFL on Saturday. And I am just going to take it right out of the way. I am taking Calgary. I don't really need to explain myself a lot here. Edmonton is crap.
I'm taking Calgary.
I don't think they're going to get any better against Calgary. I don't even think they're going to try to play better and prove more. Where even is this game? I will check real quickly. Is it in Calgary? Then yeah, Edmonton's getting smoked.
McMahon Stadium, man.
Edmonton's getting smoked. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I don't even need to say why. You already know why if you're a fan of the CFL. You've watched our previews and recaps of preseason up until week 2. The Elks have sucked, and they're not getting any better in my opinion. So I'm taking Calgary.
They're the bottom team in the league.
I'm taking Calgary.
Yeah, I don't even think Arbuckle play is as good.
No way.
As Mayer.
I don't. Arbuckle could get pulled, man. I doubt even if he plays, he's on a short leash.
I think it's time to. I think it's time to give Cornelius a try.
Probably
because he hasn't proved it, And Lawler needs a guy. As much as Lawler is great, you need a guy who can consistently throw.
Who proved that in that game last week with that catch? Great catch.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, he's got the talent. They have talent, but they just can't put anything together right now, and they've got the wrong guy in quarterback.
And kicking. And kicking Calgary kicks the absolute crap out of Edmonton here.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more. You know what? I think it takes us into the final game of this week. Late game on Saturday. My BC Lions are going against the Toronto Argonauts at home again. BC is rolling out more fan events to bring people in. They're going to be having $5 beer and margaritas for the pregame tailgate, which is going to be going on for almost the entirety of the afternoon with live music, mini golf courses, bouncy castles for the kids, all that type of stuff.
And a new house, a new car, and a nice family vacation.
Yeah, you know it. So the Lions continuing
Everyone needs giveaways like that.
And they're also, to speak of giveaways, not only are they putting on this event as they did last week, they'll be giving away 5,000 cowbells to the first 5,000 fans that enter the stadium. So again, bringing families
out,
you get them
in the building,
then
you get them loud.
Exactly. So
has a plan.
I don't think it's going to be a 40,000 sellout, but based on what the Lions did in week 1 before the bye, I'm expecting the Lions to put another dominant performance. I think the Lions are sleepers this year. I talked about it in the season preview. I really like the Lions this year. I like their makeup. I like their quarterback. I like their receivers. I think they've got good running backs. I think their O-line has improved a lot, and their defense has got some bright spots on there as well. Yeah. Are they loaded up with names and recognizable talent? No. But you don't need that when you've got young guys coming up. Exactly. These guys are going to be the ones of the future. I got a bold
prediction here. Okay? Hamilton will cross over into the East for playoffs.
You think
so? That's my prediction. I think so. I think Bombers, Riders, Stamps take the West. I think BC puts up a strong performance, not enough to get into top 3. I think they cross over into the West, and I actually think they cause damage there.
They could. They could easily.
I could see the Middle East getting into the Eastern final, going there.
That'd be insane.
I think BC crosses over to the East this season.
Maybe. Maybe. You know what? It's Nathan Rourke. I love this kid. A lot of people didn't like Rourke going into the season. I liked what I saw last year, and I trusted him. And I also trust this new owner and the direction they're building.
Too.
Exactly. Lucky Whitehead received and ran for, I think, combined over like 130 or something.
Whitehead and Burnham need no introduction.
Like the Lions are just good, and I like the Argonauts in their week 1, week 2. I keep saying week 1 because they had a bye week in week 1. It's their home opener game, but it's week 2.
Their first game.
Their first game of the season. Thank you. The Argonauts look good, but the thing with the Argonauts is that they allowed Montreal, when they had them with their hands ringed around their neck, choking the life out of them, they allowed them to get back into the fight, and they almost got lost that game. They should have lost that game.
Look what happens when Edmonton let up on BC, also known as the entire game, where BC then stomped them.
Exactly. So I think that BC in this game...
Don't let up on BC.
I think BC in this game is going to have a lot to prove still, and they're going to be hungry again after that week 1 dominant performance, and just the atmosphere and the vibe that building had. So I'm excited for week 2 out here in BC, and I am taking BC over the Argonauts. I'm taking it in a close game. I think it's going to be a win for the Lions by 3 points. I think it'll be a very close back and forth game, because the Argos are going to be hungry too to prove that they got a lot more to show, but I think the Lions will outlast, and I think the Lions will win at home in front of those fans with those loud cowbells. So yeah, that is my preview. I'll run down it real quick just for one more time. I'm taking Montreal over Saskatchewan. I'm taking the Bombers over Hamilton, Calgary over the Elks, and BC over the Argonauts. Carter, what are your picks for week 3?
I'm taking the Rough Riders over the Alouettes. I'm taking the Bombers over the Ticats. I'm taking the Stampeders over the Elks, and I'm taking the Lions over the Argonauts.
All but one game identical to me, and I respect that. I just got a feeling about those Alouettes. But nonetheless, let us know what your predictions are for week 3. I
haven't seen it yet, man.
Hey, come on, I've seen it. They just haven't been able to hold on to it all the way. So let's think that this is the game week they finally finish. But nonetheless, let us know what your let us know your predictions for week 3 down in the comment section below. Let us know what game has you most intrigued going into week 3. Thank you so much for watching CFL Central. As always, make sure to subscribe regardless of the team that you root for up here in this beautiful Great White North. Thank you so much for watching from both me and Carter. Peace, love, and positivity as always. Have a great rest of your day. Go Lions, go! Go Bombers, go!
Go Bombers, go!
And have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.